Have you ever wondered what student life in Korea is really like? And what if you're going to university at 28 while most of your friends have already graduated? Let me show you what my unfiltered day looks like. Waking up in the morning never gets easier, even after 7 years in university. I set my alarm about 30 minutes earlier, promising myself I'll have breakfast, but I usually end up snoozing it and going back to sleep.
Good morning.
I don't really eat breakfast, but there's one thing I've been having every day: olive oil mixed with lemon juice. It's become a big inner beauty trend among Korean girls lately. Even Wonyoung does it, so it blew up even more.
Well, this is the soju glass, and I'll just put the lemon juice, olive oil. Oh my god. Becoming Wonyoung is really hard.
When I was a freshman, I wanted to look pretty and had all these expectations about meeting someone special in college. I'd wake up an hour early every morning just to do my makeup. But now, in my last semester, I'm lucky if I put on sunscreen. But since I'm filming a vlog today, I'll at least put on some eye makeup.
Let's go to university.
It usually takes me an hour to get to campus, so I leave about an hour and 20 minutes before class. If I leave later, I end up in rush hour traffic with all the office workers and miss my train. Honestly, squeezing into the subway during rush hour is one of the hardest parts of my day. But looking at everyone's faces, I think we're all feeling the same way. When I get to class, I usually sit in the back where the professor cannot see me. To be honest, I'm not the most enthusiastic student, and sometimes it does feel lonely. Everyone else has friends to take classes with or grab lunch together while I'm on my own. But these days, I've started embracing that. Being alone gives me more time to focus on myself, and I get to use my time however I want. Lunchtime is the same. It can feel quiet eating alone, but the good side is I can really taste my food and eat at my own pace without worrying about anyone else. I really love our school cafeteria. There are so many choices and meals are only around $3 to $5, but they are actually really good. So there's no reason not to eat there. Of course, sometimes I get tired of cafeteria food. When that happens, I head to the convenience store on campus. If you know anything about Korean convenience stores, you know how fun they are. You can easily spend 10 minutes just looking around. My favorite thing is grabbing a kimbap that looks especially fresh that day. After lunch, I usually have about 3 hours before my next class. Luckily, there are study spots all over campus, so finding a seat is never a problem. I'm a student, but as you know, I'm also a content creator, so during this time, I plan my content and write scripts. Instead of setting a strict schedule, I like using these little gaps in the day. It suits my style better. My last class today was a team project for graduation, so I couldn't film, but luckily, my teammates are great. It feels like we're going to get through this final project together.
Let's go back home.
By the time I finish, it's already evening. I came to school at 10 a.m. and stayed all day. This semester, I only have to come once a week, but back when I was a freshman, I was on campus every single day. Looking back, it feels so surreal. On my way home, I get caught in rush hour again, but somehow, the vibe feels lighter than in the morning.
This is really crazy. There is a library in the middle of the subway like this, where you can rent it without like any step or anything. I think it's really cool.
When I finally get home, I want nothing more than to crash on my bed, but I know how much dust I picked up outside, so I force myself to shower first. Honestly, the hardest part is deciding to do it. Once I start, it feels so relaxing.
Okay, so I'll show you my skincare routine that I do every single night. So you see, I have very sensitive skin. I didn't even wear makeup, but I already have like rashes here and there. So after washing my face, first thing I do is use toner pad. But you see, this one is really soft. I use Dear Klairs Blue Calming toner pad. And then these are my skincare essential these days. It's not actually skincare, it's more like skincare ingredients. It's just like pure Bakuchiol, pure PDRN, Madecasosite, whatsoever. What I do is just simply mix this with your go-to skincares. Like I usually mix it with my cream. Today I have a little bit of just breakouts, so I'm going to use Bakuchiol, which is the plant-based retinol. It really helps whenever you have breakouts. I just mix it like this. Okay, so today I have breakouts, so I use Bakuchiol, but when I feel like my skin is really dry, I use PDRN, which is this one. You see, this is 100,000 ppm, but normally most of the PDRN products, they only have like 10,000 ppm, but cost like double the price. So yeah, ever since I bought this stuff, I don't buy any other expensive skincares. And this might look weird, but I don't apply cream.
Wow, guys, I seriously need to practice talking to the camera. I cannot even understand what I was saying, so I'll just record over it. What I meant to say was, instead of rubbing my cream in, I just kind of spread it on top like I'm spreading jam on bread. It might look weird, but please trust the process. After applying a thick layer of cream, I put a sheet mask over it to really help the cream absorb into my skin. I usually use a gel mask or a hydrating mask, and I keep it on for at least an hour. Especially during this changing season weather, when my skin gets super dry and sensitive, this is what I do every day. I really want you guys to try this too, so I'm hosting a giveaway event. Make sure to check the caption for all the details. Since I had lunch outside, I like balancing it out by cooking something at home. Korean meals usually come with a lot of vegetables, so I cook them into simple dishes. Tonight, I made muksabal. It's made with acorn jelly, and you can top it with sauce, cook it into soup, or eat it cold with broth like I did. I put kimchi on top of rice, so put some seaweed. Mix it like this. Now this is real Korean food. It's healthy and low in calories, but honestly, so delicious. I've been eating it a lot lately.
So let me show you my skin while I'm eating. Can you see how the redness is gone? Like, it's glowing. All the creams are absorbed, and like, do you remember the rash right here? It's gone as well. I told you to trust the process. Wow.
After dinner, it's finally my own time. I usually spend it lying in bed on my phone or reading a book until I fall asleep. So how was my day? I love the busy and crowded days I had as a freshman, but I also love the slower, quieter version of university life now. I get to focus more on myself, and that feels really good. I hope you guys enjoyed my vlog, and if there's any video you'd like to see next, let me know in the comments.
자고 있네요. 겨울이 길어 참 안 됐다 생각 드시나요?